Hello, 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 everybody. Let's see, live chat on. How's everybody doing? Let's see who's up and around tonight. Not for sure if anybody's around. It's cold tonight here. Hey, Miss JJ. Well, apparently we do have people around. Hey, Deer Slayer. Y'all, it's super cold here. Hey, Primal. We've got ice and snow and rain. I think it's snowing now. I'm not for sure. It was snowing earlier. And it's very, very, very cold. Hey, Mark. I just thought I'd go live for a little bit before Vault Show. Because I got tired and antsy of just sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting. So, don't forget tonight at 11 Central Time, they will be going live. Wild Thing, I think I love you, twin. How are you? Y'all, I took me a 3-hour nap earlier. I didn't mean to. I got down under the covers because I was cold. And I was trying to warm up. And out I went. And slept for a total of 3 hours straight. So, hey Titan, how are you? You guys, I've talked so much on StreamYard. If you don't pay for premium, you only get like so many hours that you can go live on StreamYard. And I've hit my limit. I think I've got like maybe an hour left that I could go live on StreamYard. So that's why we're doing it the old-fashioned way right now. Just regular old straight to YouTube and bubbles. And it'll probably be that way for a while until it resets. Or until I decide to pay premium. It's finally cooling off there. It's 43. It's about 30 degrees here, if not colder. But the wind is horrible. Here, that wind is something fierce. So I hope anybody driving across Mississippi tonight, I hope you are very safe and very cozy because it is cold. That Arctic blast of wind is nothing to play with. 20 degrees where you're at? Yeah, that's cold. That is cold. Like I said, I did get to see a little bit of snow and sleet earlier outside, so before it got dark, so I was pretty happy about that. Hey Edward, bless you. Hey Chase, same weather here in Louisiana. In the darkest of night, how are you? Yep, snowing here there in Tennessee. I figured it was. Yes, Wig, I want to see. I texted you back and said absolutely, but I don't know if you got it. I want to see that old artwork. Like, whatever you want to show me, I'll look at, Wig, because you're my twin and I love you. And you rock. You send me the best stuff, so I trust your judgment. That may be a bad thing, but I trust your judgment. We'll just have fun being bad together. Because I'm bad to the bone. You're great. That's good at the darkest of night. I'm glad. Some of it's dirty. Hey, dust it off. That's all I can say. Send it on its way. It's 48 degrees in Norfolk. Rainy's finally asleep, y'all. She was howling earlier. Oh, it woke me up. I told her if she don't stop, I'm going to send her in there with Vault. So she hushed. -8, a little brisk. I'd say that's cold. That's frozen briar weather. No, thank you. Like, I love the wintertime, but I like the wintertime to where I'm like cozy inside in front of the fireplace or the heater with a blankie and fuzzy socks and PJs on. I'm that type of winter girl. I'm not the put me out in the snow. Like, I'll watch the snow from the window. That type of girl. Love the snow. Love watching it fall from the inside. I don't want to be out in it. I need some chaga for this cough. It's my asthma. I can tell it's because I was wheezing earlier. I had to use my inhaler. And it makes my voice raspy and deep when it starts really kicking in. Plus, I have COPD, so that doesn't help much. So, welcome to my world of everything wrong with Lakaya. I've got more problems than I think anybody I know. But that's okay, because I'm still alive, so I'm doing good. Your favorite shoes are snowshoes? You're from northern Canada, you miss snow? Aw. I relish when we get snow. Usually once a year it'll snow, and it's like snow flurries, which is what we had today. Nothing like no major accumulation or anything. We don't get like feet of snow usually or anything like that. Maybe once every 15 years we'll have a big snow if we're lucky. I can remember one, two, like 3 in my lifetime really decent snowfalls, and that's about it. It works with asthma as well. Oh, awesome. I will totally have to check on chaga then. I mean, I know what it is, I've just never tried it. Yeah, rarely snows in lower Alabama. See, I'm in central Mississippi, so we kind of get the mixture of weather. Either it goes and skirts all around us or it hits us dead on. But usually it skirts all the way around us, and we'll catch like the very tip, bottom, tail end of something. Especially when it comes, like, the tornadoes usually go right above us or right below us. But the snow stuff usually comes right down to where we may, like I said, like today, get snow flurries for a moment in time, and then that's it. Show me chat. Show me chat. There we go. It says it's snowing in Huntsville. And my bubbles froze. I knew that was going to happen. That happened when I was hitting chat. Well, damn it. They're just going to have to be frozen then. That's all I can say. So what have y'all been up to since we last talked? Anything good? Anything positive? Anything we need to discuss? Your regular chaga hunters here? Oh, awesome. Hey, Carol. How are you, hon? Hope you're good. I got your snow pictures last night. So pretty. They were gorgeous. There's a lot of snow. I was looking at the cam out back earlier, about 6 o'clock my time, and you could see it snowing and snow falling. Looked like bugs everywhere with rain, but it was snow because it was falling really fast and the wind was blowing it. Ooh, you just had seafood at your parents' house. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Seafood. I want some shrimp. I've been in the mood for some shrimp lately. Just a good old thing of boiled shrimp and some cocktail sauce. That's what I want. I may try to find me some tomorrow. I'll go to the Chinese place, tell them fix me some. Yes, Carol, I love those pictures. They were so pretty. Rainy, don't you start, ma'am. Don't you start. I see you inching your way up here. Don't even start, ma'am. You had boiled shrimp and crab legs. Oh. Were they cooked in like Cajun bowl too? I like it when they're cooked in Cajun bowl. They're so yummy. Hey, Rachel. Just had shrimp egg rolls. See? Everybody's having shrimp but me. That's it. I've got to have me some shrimp this week. Hands down. Gotta get some shrimp. Yes, they were. That's the best shrimp. I knew it. Dang it. Y'all, I think tonight Vault and them talk about stairs in the woods. I think that's the topic for tonight. I think it's the internal ones. Him and Chaos doing stairs in the woods tonight. That's the topic that always fascinates me. There's a lot of topics I like, but I just find stairs in the woods just so creepy. Like, what would you do if you come upon stairs in the woods? And I'm not talking about old house place stairs that used to be a house place. I'm talking about like think ballroom built stairs just there. Hey James, how are you? Would you climb the stairs? Susan, if you can't, like I said, it'll be on repeat. You can listen to it tomorrow, girl, because I know he's going to leave the show up. Yeah, they're Vault's going back and dropping the old Infernal One shows on his channel. I think Chaos has some on his channel, but they're redropping them on Vault's channel because we've realized there's a lot of people on Vault's channel, new channel, that have missed out. They're either not subscribed to Chaos or they didn't subscribe to over at Anchor. And so they've never heard some of those shows. So him and Cass got together and agreed to drop them on Vault's channel so people can go back and listen to the shows and get caught up with the Infernal Ones and what they're about, what they do, and what they've already talked about. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. Because those that do listen to the Infernal Ones when they get together talking about a topic absolutely love those shows. So, let's see. You would stop, look at them for a second, hope they start going in the opposite direction. Titan, I hear you. In the darkest said, nope, nope, turn around. It's on its way to my email. Alrighty, wig. Hey, Michelle S. Dotson mom, how are you? Hope you're doing great. You're a new listener? Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining Vault's family and the Nightmare Nation or Dark Waters family, whichever family you joined. We greatly appreciate you. But like I said, yeah, Vault's gonna be dropping the old episodes of the Infernal ones on his channel. Like I said, that way the new listeners can have a chance to hear the episodes and get, caught all the way up till tonight's episode if they want to. But he dropped the first one today. He'll probably drop another one tomorrow. And probably drop one each day up until they're all dropped. I think there's 10 or 11 of them, and that must be Wig's email. It said, boop, boop. It said, you have mail. Hey, Darkwoods, how are you? Yeah, I don't think I would climb stairs if I just randomly found some. But then again, I may be the moron that just hops up on them. So, yeah, that first one today left you hanging, Michelle. Like I said, there's several episodes of the Infernal ones. He's gonna continue dropping until he drops all of them. Like I said, I think he'll drop one tomorrow, maybe later tonight or tomorrow. But they're in high demand to hear them. We've had several people ask about them. So Chaos finally just, was like, dude, let's just put them on your channel. Everybody hangs out at your channel. So Vault was like, okay. So I'm very proud of them. I love the Infernal ones. I love when they get together and have their little talks and discussions and stuff like that because they take it so seriously and they do their due diligence while talking about it. I love it. Hey, Bear, how are you? Hope you've been doing good today. I took a nap, so I'm just waiting on Vault Show. Yeah, you already started listening to one of the older shows, Susan. And so Vault. That's why Vault dropping them though. That way they get more exposure for the Eternal ones. Infernal. Excuse me. Yeah, you can find them on Chaos's channel. But since most people are at Vaults and don't know to go to Chaos's, no matter how many times we tell people, go subscribe to Chaos, most people don't go over there. They stay over at Vault's channel, so they both agreed to just drop them at Vault, so whoever wants to listen to them will find them and listen to them. Hey, Sean, how are you? Chase, you know you fam. You know you fam to the end, boy. Eating your blueberry snowball cake. Ooh, that sounds good. All right, now we were talking about shrimp earlier. Now we got dessert. Yummy. I actually broke down while it was sleeting and snowing earlier and got Vault to carry me to McDonald's to get an apple pie. 2 apple pies, as a matter of fact, because you can't eat just one. 2 apple pies from McDonald's. That's what my dessert was. Well, it was like a late lunch, early supper. So here in another hour or two, I'll be hungry again. because I don't eat breakfast. Well, I ate it this morning, but it wasn't a lot. And then I had a late lunch, early supper. So by midnight, I'll be hungry again. Ooh, pecan pie was on the menu earlier for your cookout. Yum. Oh, wait a minute. I knew I seen it. Homemade banana pudding. I knew it. Michelle cooked a beef pot roast with root vegetables in her crock pot all day for dinner. Ooh wee. Now that's what I'm talking about. Munching on some homemade panini with biscuit and jalapeno poppers. I love jalapeno poppers. Those things are so good. Oh my goodness, Sean. 8+ inches of snow, maybe 12. Look, all I'm getting is flurries down here with hardly any accumulation. It rained, then we had freezing rain, and freezing rain turned over to snow flurries, and then it's been snowing off and on ever since about 4 o'clock. But it's so wet here because it rained that it's gonna ice over instead of it, accumulating. It's melting and then icing. So we're not really gonna get very much accumulation. I did make Vault go out in the cold, Chase. Don't tell me he loves me. I won't hear it. You would have looked at your wife with that rock eyebrow. I'm not saying he didn't look at me that way. But here's the thing. He was cooking supper, and it's something that I don't eat, and he forgot after 23 years of marriage that I do not eat that. So, of course, he had to rectify the situation and take me to go get something to eat. And because it's Sunday, they had already closed the grocery store. Small town living problems. So, he had to go take me to fast food because that's all we have here. And I don't have anything else in my house to eat. Because none of us have grocery shopped in a while. So, that is why he carried me. He made the mistake. Not me. What did Vault cook? I think he cooked, I could be wrong, but I think he cooked hamburger steaks and mashed potatoes and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken. Like a good old southern country meal. But I think it was hamburger steaks. Either that or he just done plain hamburgers. Or skillet burgers, as I call them. Exactly. It's all his fault he forgot what I ate. Exactly. After 23 years, he should know me better. And I don't eat hamburger steaks. I know it's weird, but I don't eat them. I'll eat a hamburger, but I usually do not like homemade hamburgers. So usually he'll take some meat and he'll cook them burgers or hamburger steaks, and he'll make me taco meat without the taco seasoning. And because I like taco meat without the seasoning. The seasoning bothers me because it's too strong for me. And I know that sounds weird, but trust me, it literally will give me pains in my chest. The seasoning is horrible for me. And so usually he just cooks the meat, browns meat for me and sets it aside. That way I can put it on a flour tortilla with lettuce and cheese and roll it up, and I'm good, and sour cream, and I'm good to go. But he forgot. He forgot I didn't eat that, and he forgot to save me any meat. So he had to carry me to get something, so it's all his fault. I have Bambi in the front yard. I could have had fresh meat. We're not killing Bambis around here. We got 2 Bambis and we got a mama feline. And we're not, no, they're staying around here. I look at them as happies in my yard. They make me happy. I told Vault he is not allowed to touch them with anything. Up to negative 25 with wind chill. Whoo! No, thank you. Your sweet love cooks steaks out in the weather. Ooh! Goodness. That's okay. I'm a woman, but I ain't that type of woman. And I damn sure ain't that type of man. I'm a indoors, cozy, under the cover, snuggled up with my cat and my dog type of person. That's like my husband gets me wrong cigarettes every time he goes to the store. We've been married 28 years. How you forget what type of cigarettes I smoke? Exactly. But we remember everything about them. Every little detail. Every little detail. But they don't remember crap about us. And especially if it's something repetitive. That's what kills me with Vault. If it is something repetitive that we go through all the time, and I'm constantly telling him, it's not for me, I don't eat that, I don't like that, you would figure he would learn by now. But oh no, not good old Vault. And he's going to kill me later when he hears this. But not Vault, no. Vault does what Vault does and then pays for it later, basically. And see, my daughter-in-law doesn't eat a lot of stuff either. So he tends to forget that she doesn't eat dressing, she doesn't eat anything like tomato sauce based, and she doesn't eat condiments, ketchup or anything like that. Like she'll eat ranch and that's it. And he's always making spaghetti. Well, he doesn't understand. When he makes spaghetti, she does her sauce separately because she doesn't like tomato sauce. So she does her noodles and will put meat on it and just a little bit of sauce. Just to have spaghetti, to have something to eat. It's because he's done forgot to buy her something different. Because he forgets she doesn't eat spaghetti sauce. And she's been with us a year. And I have to tell him all the time, babe, she doesn't eat spaghetti sauce. And she doesn't eat condiments. She only eats ranch. But that's Vault for you. Gotta love him. Yeah, easier to ask forgiveness than permission. I think it's... Jace doesn't even remember his own birthday. I think it's honestly, men have so much going on in their mind. And they compartmentalize stuff. That literally that compartment just kind of gets oopsied out. I really believe that. I believe they're so focused on family and work and providing and stuff like that that they literally forget the small details. So, I got to give them credit. I got to give them credit where credit is due. They're great providers. They're great, partners in life. They're great father figures and fathers for children. I just think, they forget to compartmentalize the small details. And that's okay. They make up for it everywhere else. I'm not roasting no men. Did you not just hear what I said? Susan said that compartment is closed. Oh, y'all just draw blank. So, look, I was trying to give y'all credit, I forget a lot that's just for me, no one else. Oh, Sean. Oh, bless it. So is it just a man thing then? Is it literally just a male thing where men just forget? Like, is it ingrained in y'all's DNA? Or like... Hey, Arlene. How are you, hun? Because I just thought, I just thought y'all are so busy with life for your family and everything else that you honestly just forget the small details. Because, see, I'm a detail oriented person. I pay attention to the details. But that's just me. Too much testosterone, Carol says. No, lately I forget things. I get so frustrated. Michelle, me too. I've been got to where I get like forgetful a lot lately. Chase. I didn't make him go out in the freezing cold. I kind of told him he needed to. There's a difference. I didn't make him. That's not why he's broken. You're not getting too old, Michelle. Made him walk naked feet up snow both ways. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. I did not. I did not make that man do that. Hey, Lee, what part of Mississippi is it snowing? Well, I'm in central Mississippi, so I'm having a little bit of snow flurries, but like, what part are you at? Like north, northeast, south, Meridian? Oh yeah, I heard Meridian was gonna get a bunch, up to like what I think an inch. Which down here for us, y'all Southerners, that's a good bit. It's my birthday month. It's my birthday month. I will be the big 4-0, y'all, and I'm seriously forgetting everything. I lost my dog earlier. Y'all know my little blind dog I'm always talking about? I lost my dog. Couldn't find him. He wasn't in his little doggy bed. Got to looking for him. This little dog has done drug a blanket up in a cardboard box, y'all, and made himself a home. And was all snuggled down, sound asleep in the cardboard box in my bedroom. It was just the empty box I had from unpacking some stuff. And just made his little self a home in the cardboard box. And right now, that's where he's still sleeping. I said, he's so comfortable, I'm not waking him up to put him in his little doggy bed. I'm just going to let him sleep in his little cardboard box. But I lost my dog there for a minute. I looked everywhere for him. Couldn't find him nowhere. And it never occurred to me to think to look in the box. Because he's never done that before. But I was scared there for a minute. I thought maybe his little blind self done got out of my bedroom and somehow got out of the house. Scared me there. Yep, it's like a blizzard to us, Lee. That's right. Us Southerners, we get, just a snow flurry, and oh, it's a blizzard. I can remember. I think it was last year. It snowed pretty good and iced, and I'm talking about people didn't go to work for almost 2 weeks. Which we did have ice, and a lot of us couldn't get out of our driveways. Actually, my house was iced in. I couldn't even open my front door. We were iced in my house, but like for it, even after it melted for like a whole nother week, nobody went to work because it was such a big deal. Hey, Sean Hurdle, how are you? Thank you for listening to me. I'm just killing time before Vault Show. I thought everybody would like to just hang out and chill out and get ready for the stairs in the woods. We just talking about next to nothing. Let's see. I bet everything will close down. It may. Back in 79, I shoveled out my freaking driveway up to my hip in places. Oh, wow, Wig. That's a lot. That is a lot. Oh, yes. Little House on the Prairie. Yes, I remember that. I remember that episode. I used to love watching Little House on the Prairie. Let me tell you, though, that Nelly girl. Look, if I was Laura, I would have done punched that Nelly girl in her mouth and pulled her pigtails. I'm just saying. Me and that girl could not have been friends. But Mary was always my favorite off that show. I don't know, it was something about Mary I liked. But I would have been more of a Laura. I can see that in my head, oh Lord. Oh yes, Nancy. I forgot about Nancy. You're right. Nancy was bad. I'm telling you, I could not. Ooh, no. As a child, I could not have tolerated that at all. At all. I would have, what's that say? I would have had my back porch painted red by my parents because I would have been done, got into it with that little girl. Mm-mm. Would have whipped her with my fishing pole, I'm telling you. Shoot. Me and that girl would have had problems. And what was the dad's best friend's name, y'all, on the show? He was kind of a muscular, beefier dude. I can't remember. Laura used to call him Mr. Something. I can't remember his name. But I remember in the later shows, he finally got a wife, and I think they adopted a kid or had a kid or something like that. But I think they adopted a kid on the show. I need to go back and start watching Little House on the Prairie. Was it Ben? I don't know. I don't remember. Wig. It was not Mr. Wiggles. Isaiah. That's it. Isaiah. I remember that man was, I think he was single on the show for a long time. Or he lost his wife or something. I can't exactly remember. It's been a while since I watched it, but I used to religiously watch that show. And then y'all, when Mary went blind, oh my goodness, I cried and cried and cried. I thought I went blind with her and we was going through it together. Oh my goodness. I just, the emotion they put in that episode. Oh. Yes, Isaiah Edwards. Mr. Edwards is what she called him. You are so right. I've never read the books though. I heard the books are really good. I understand the books are wrote like more kid friendly, but I heard the books are really good. Oh yes, when Mary lost the baby in the house fire. Oh my gosh, yes. They lost the baby and Miss what's her name that tried to save the baby, right? She was a helper of Mary's. You didn't watch it unless it was the only thing on, Sean? Yep. Ooh, Carol, you're tall. You're a whole 11 inches taller than me. I'll tell y'all another one. Another show I used to watch, and that's the Waltons. I was raised on watching the Waltons. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That family that had like 12 kids. I don't remember exactly how many. But I grew up watching the Waltons now at my grandmother's house. It was Little House on the Prairie and the Waltons. You love the Waltons, Carol. I did too. I'd still watch it to this day if I could find it. I don't know what it's on. Yeah, good night, John Boy. I always liked the grandma on the Waltons, though. Man, she was something else. She was a spitfire. Look, Wig, that you gotta understand my grandmother and my grandfather. Okay, we're talking about mountain folk people living in the South. Like you would have had to have been there. Now, my mama's house was a totally different ball game. My mama's house, she was fans of Fabio books and RuPaul. So, in my mother's house, it was a very diverse household. My grandmother's house, it was a little different. It was more wholesome. But my mom's house was very diverse. My mom was modern. My grandmother, not so much. My grandmother was a 1950s, housewife. What I mean? And you know how they were back in the 1950 housewives, dinner on the table at 5, your hair done, and you get up in the morning before your husband goes off to work. Make sure your makeup and hair is done. Even if you're still in your robe, you're always presentable. You call and gossip with your lady friends at 1 o'clock because it's right after lunch and right before they go back to work. But usually none of the wives worked. They took care of the home, so that was when you took your break cleaning. And it was after the soaps. See? It was a whole timetable. That was my grandmother. So, like I said, I watched The Waltons and I watched Little House on the Prairie. And there was a couple other shows we got to watch too, but those two I watched religiously with her because it had kids in it, so I could get into it. I could relate because it had kids in it. Ooh, Bob Ross paint happy little trees. Happy, happy, happy little trees. I remember that. And y'all remember he used to have the little squirrel in his pocket? And I grew up watching, now, I will say this. My grandmother had a spark of fire to her. She used to let me watch the best little whorehouse in Texas with Dolly Parton. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Oh, there's a documentary on Netflix on him? I did not know that. I heard that he did not like having his hair that way. They made him keep his hair that way. That he was very unhappy with the way they made him work. Now I've heard a lot of rumors about it, but I wonder if it's in the documentary. Yeah, I like acrylics too, Susan. That's what I paint with. I don't paint with oils. Yeah, he permed it. Yeah, I heard a lot of stories about that. But I remember the little squirrel he used to keep in his pocket as he painted. If you loved him as the guy that painted Happy Little Accidents, then don't watch it. Oh no. Oh, then I can't watch it because that's just gonna ruin my whole viewpoint of him. But I guess it makes him human. That's what makes him normal. I don't know, Wig. That's just the story that I've gotten is, they made him, he wanted to cut it and stop herming it or whatever, and they wouldn't let him. And he absolutely hated his hair that way. I think it was an interview with his son, and his son talked about it, if I'm not mistaken. He had a lot of corruption around him. Oh no. Wig, is it always a solution? A new wig? There's only one wig, dang it. No, I take that back. There's two. Wes is still missing his wig. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't already, you can go to my featured channel list on my channel that's called Lakaya's Lovelies. And there's a list of people in the Dark Waters Nightmare Nation family. There, if you'd like my content or you like Vault's content or DW's, you'll like theirs, such as Sean G's Chasing the Truth, Chaos Theory Productions, Thaddeus Cray, also known as Wes, Dogman Cams, and Impromptu Truth, Sanctum Games, if you like gaming or have kids or grandkids that like gaming. Sanctum Games is a place for them to subscribe to and follow. They're always live streaming on Twitch and then they put it up on YouTube. And one I haven't got up there yet is a Bass Mayhem, who does fishing and cooking. So that's sort of our small circle family that we kind of have gravitated towards each other. So it's a little ball of fun. And you get something different at every channel. Sean G does unscreened call-ins and he has guests. Vault does the infernal ones and he does boots on the ground into the woods. Dogman Cams is all about evidence of Dogman and Bigfoot. Thaddeus Cray has different stories about, like, he just did one on berserkers. Chaos does sometimes horror, just true scary stories and horror narrations. Like I said, we got a mixture of everything. Bass does investigations and interviews. I mean, not Bass. Truth does investigation and interviews and impromptu truth. And then Bass, like I said, does fishing and cooking. So we have a whole lot of family members and a whole lot of good content. So take your pick. Subscribe to one, subscribe to all. It doesn't matter. We welcome you with open arms. Let's see, I've been on for almost 50 minutes. It's 10:30. We got just a little bit longer before they start going live. You love all the channels in the family, Arlene? Well, thank you. Hey, Miss Sue, how are you? It's okay. You can watch it anytime you want to, hon. Hey, Joe. Good evening. How are you? Dear Slayer loves the DW family. Well, we love you too. As a matter of fact, I haven't talked to DW today. I'll call him tomorrow. Usually he calls and checks in with me. Hey, girl, how you doing, sis? But he hasn't checked in with me today. He must be busy. That's okay. We all get busy. You just listen to the Infernal ones, Arlene? Like, did you listen to the one on Vault Show or did you listen to it at Chaos's? Because those are old shows. They're doing a new one tonight here in about 30 minutes at Vaults. And it's going to be about stairs in the woods. It's been one of their highly requested videos. So they're doing a new Infernal ones tonight. But Vault will be dropping all the old Infernal ones on his channel over the next coming days, I do believe. That way, anybody that hasn't listened to them and hasn't found them at Anchor or at Chaos's channel, they can catch them at Vaults, all in one place. Oh, he just celebrated his 7th birthday, his 7th doggy day. Awesome. That's pretty cool. On Chaos's channel, Arlene. That's cool. Like I said, Vault's going to be dropping them on his, but they do have a new one coming on tonight. Here in about 30 minutes. Stairs in the woods. Or at least they're supposed to be doing it tonight. They've talked about it all day, so hopefully they stick to the plan. Ooh, Sean, you worked then, didn't you? 60 hours a week plus every week? Good heavens. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I could pull that off. Wig, don't even go there. Oh. They know they screwed up. Ooh, it's cold in here. Well, it's actually not cold. That's me being dramatic, as always. But it is pretty cold in here. My feet are cold. My feet cold. What happened? Fall was supposed to go on a show today, and they didn't say what time, like Eastern Standard, Central Pacific, Mountain, whatever. And so he and Wes, his producer, assumed it was our time, Central Time. And he called earlier than the show, even though it was the wrong time. He still started calling them earlier to figure out how they wanted to do it because they had a whole week to get a hold of him and never did. And then when he got a hold of their producer was very, 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 very fucking rude to Vault and even called Wes a name. And Vault went off when they called Wes a name. So, and he told him that is not how professional people act, plus a whole lot of other stuff. He was really pissed. Because Wes works his butt off for the people in the family, and to call him something is utterly ridiculous. He did nothing wrong. He did everything right. It was a slip up on their part. It was an accident that anybody could have done. But instead of owning it and saying, oops, we totally had a mishap, let's make this right, or let's reschedule or something, they were just utterly rude. And then interrupted Vault and told Vault, no, you're going to listen to me. And when they told Vault that, Vault said, no, you're going to listen to me. And he went off. And like I said, that was after them calling Wes a name. Well, the producer calling Wes a name. So, I'll tell you who did it. The producer of Squatch Odyssey. I have no problems putting it out there. And if they have a problem with me saying it, they can come to me. because I heard the conversation and half my live stream did earlier. So, that's who called Wes a name. The most rude I've ever seen in my life. I'm talking about utterly rude. No professionalism whatsoever. Yes, Sean, ego. That's exactly what it is. Like I said, it was a mistake that could have been absolutely rectified. It could have been absolutely rectified, rescheduled, anything. But no. They wanted to sink low, call people names, and go off on somebody. No, so Vol went off on them, and he had every right to. Wiki, girlfriend. Wiki, you're gonna be at Vaults later. He's doing stairs in the woods with chaos. It'll give you something to listen to. I don't understand people acting like that either, Michelle. It's ridiculous. But like I said, push come to shove, when they called Wes a name, that was enough for Vault. He's very, very protective of Wes. Wes is my boy. That's my buddy, and we don't put up with that. Yay, you'll be there. Good. I'm glad. Oh, Chase, get you some sleep, buddy. Brother man, you can always go back and listen later to the rest of mine and Vault's tomorrow. Or just call tomorrow. We'll fill you in on whatever went on. How the show did. But like I said, some people, I just, like I told Vault, toxicity at its finest. People are going to try us this year, and we just got to water off a duck's back, let it go. But I will stand up this year. I will not be ran over. I will stand up, and I will move forward. I will stand up, and I will move forward. That's my motto. Chase, you get you some sleep, brother. Awesome, Mark. Yeah, they had to plan it a little later because of the way chaos works and sleeps. Hills in the click of Roxanne. But yeah, they always, which Vol likes to do late night anyway. That's just because that's what he gravitates towards. But Chaos has kids, and Chaos works, and he's has time, family time, and sleep and supper time and stuff like that, and get his baby down to sleep. So Oki's got to go to bed. So it just naturally makes it easier for them to do it later at night than earlier in the night. Yeah, Joe, you could say that. You could say that. And just, all I know is just wait till DW hears about it. I don't even think he knows yet. You're a night owl, Bear? That's okay. I'm a night owl too when I have a nap. Oh, Z-Wiki, you better send them, girl. I want to see cute puppy pics. I want your picture too. Send it. You got to see me live. That is not fair. I want a selfie picture. I don't care what you look like. I don't care if your hair's a mess. I don't care if you got smeared dirt on your face. I can't even talk. I want a selfie picture. Damn it. I'm demanding it. Damn it. I'm putting my finger down or foot down or whatever down. I'm putting something down. Even Rainy agrees. Rainy says, we want to see Z Wiki. Z, you know I'll be nice. Look, if I had enough confidence to go live and not care what anybody said about me and judge me, and I gave every opportunity for everybody to judge my fat ass, you think I'm going to judge somebody else? Please. I am a judgment-free zone. If y'all have not learned that about me by now, trust me, I have a lot of I don't have skeletons in my closet, but I have a lot of parts of me that, trust me, if people judged me on, I would never hear the end of it. So I don't judge. Z Wiki is on Facebook. Yeah, see, I know her name, I just haven't looked her up. But if she's on Facebook, she needs to send me a friend request. I don't use Facebook at all. Only reason why I'm on there is because I do, I have some of the subscribers on there, and it's easier for them to communicate with me through Messenger than email. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you liked the poem, Arlene. I'm glad you liked it. Somebody asked me, might have been Miss JJ. I can't remember. Somebody asked me to type it up for them, and I've got to go back and find who asked me that and do that tomorrow. I've had a day to where I just haven't felt like doing anything. Yes, Rainy dear, we hear you and we feel so bad for you. I know, baby. I know. You need a boyfriend and that's not happening. We feel so bad for you. Poor baby. You swear you seen a pic of her on Facebook and her dog the other day? That's weird. Jason Brock in the house. Sean's got a leg in his closet. That, hey, whatever floats your boat. I don't have skeletons in mine. I got clothes. I got craft supplies. And right now I have a cat hollering. Does that count? That's right, Mark. We aren't supposed to judge anyone, and I don't. Hey, G&A. Hey, girls. Hello. Thank you for joining. We're just killing time because Vault's supposed to go live here in just a little bit. As a matter of fact, I don't know. I hear his TV going. I bet he fell asleep. I'm probably going to have to go wake him up. Because he probably got comfortable in his recliner and he probably fell smooth asleep. I know, my poor cat. Bless her heart, she wants a boy toy so bad. So bad. But yeah, cult meeting tonight at Vaults. Stairs in the woods. Everybody line up, Hold your Kool-Aid high. Put your tinfoil hats on. Make sure your feathers are plumped and fluffed. The infernal ones shall ride again. And the red feather booger buggers, we have to man our stations. Insert eye roll. The links people will go to. I swear. She's just singing the song of her people. She is something else. She hasn't been as loud today as she was yesterday. But, whew, when she gets going, though, it's almost non-stop. And then she'll chill out and take her a nap. And then she'll go again. She is something serious. Yes, we hear you. Chase said, well, shit, who the hell am I friends with? Chase, I don't even... Yeah, you have me on Facebook. Chase, I think you were one of the first people of subscribers that actually sent me a friend request. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Yes, Mountain Dew will work. Yes. What color is my cat? She is white with... Her tail looks like a raccoon tail. It's gray and striped, literally like a raccoon's. And then she's got splotches of, like, gray on her. I'll have to live stream her one day so y'all can see her. She is the cutest little thing. And she's got, like, what I call moon spots on the gray on her back. Well, it's not really gray. It's more calico-ish. She's got two white circle moon spots on her back. Yep, code red fits just fine. Yeah, she's got more calico spots, but she's white. And her eyes, it looks like she has eyeliner on. And she's got a pink nose, and on her pink nose, it's literally lined with what looks like somebody took eyeliner and lined her nose. So she's got a black line in the shape of her nose. It's really cute. The only thing is most shoe samples are lefties. I just got a righty shown. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, you guys, I gotta call this stream. It was good chatting with y'all. I would chat longer, but I literally have to go see if Vault's up so he can do his stream. Because I literally think he's asleep. So, y'all be on the lookout here in a little while for Vault's stream going up. And I will see y'all over there. Until the meantime, love, peace, and chicken grease, y'all. Bye.